1, 2, 1, 2. Microphone check, microphone check, microphone check. If y'all can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. Microphone check, 1, 2. What is this? The fine said assassin with the roughneck. This is the Heaven Hollywood Experience. What's up, Desi? Coco Vixen. What's up to everybody on Twitch? We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. I don't know, man. We might be seeing that 50 Cent doc soon because I believe Marlon Wayans and Ja Rule is going to team up. Ja Rule's been finding a lot of stuff, and then Marlon Wayans put out a picture of 50 Cent and Diddy in a hot tub. Now, I saw a video that said 50 Cent explains why he was in a hot tub with Diddy. Now, I was under the impression that this was AI. But if this is not AI, I don't want to hear no excuses because nobody else would be able to get an excuse. I thought it was AI. But I'm going to tap in on this video that says 50 Cent explains why he was in a hot tub with Diddy. So I'm going to see whether that's true or not. I thought it was, I'm be honest with you. I thought it was AI. What's up? What's up, Cal's Transportation World? Right? So we all know that Marlon Wayans is now going back and forth with Diddy. Marlon Wayans is a damn comedian. So, unless people are just straight up hating, there is no way that you can think that 50 Cent could out comedy Marlon Wayans. Like, if anybody that's saying, oh, Marlon, he done barked up the wrong tree. Marlon Wayans is a comedian and a filmmaker. So you can't tell me that 50 Cent is going to be able to make you laugh more than Marlon. If you are, then you're just a hater. And you just trying to make 50 be that guy. So he's going to out comic a comic? Stop. We have that going on. Nicki Minaj is in Miami for her birthday. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. Happy birthday to her. Heard that she may have been dropping a couple of joints at the studio, because from what I hear, she's going to try to put a single out. I was here before the end of the year, but it doesn't look like, unless she releases it last part of the year, that's the only way. So I was hoping that she can release a single this week or next week, and that way she'd be able to keep her record going for 15 consecutive years with a Billboard, hit. So hopefully she drops a single, because this is only the 10th. She still got next week, because if she drops it next week, she could still chart at the end of the last week of the year, which would be absolutely hilarious if she did that. Because if she drops a single, trust me, her fan base knows that she's trying to keep the streak alive. So don't be surprised if you don't hear something from Nicki Minaj before the end of the year, right? So we got Ja Rule, who's also bringing up some new documents, right? There's some new 50 Cent documents of a lawsuit that I didn't even know was taking place. And because they're hiding everything, they're helping now 50 hide all the things that are negative because he's got this documentary out and Netflix, people are hitting Netflix up like, oh, what about this? You gonna make a documentary about this? Right? So what he tried to do was we'll get into this new lawsuit against 50 Cent, an assault lawsuit by a young lady in named Jahara Rodriguez. Now that is not Cuban Links. A lot of people thought it was Cuban Links, his ex-girlfriend, but it is not. This is a girl that he came in contact with in 2015 that she claims he assaulted her. And 50 tried to reopen his bankruptcy case, trying to catch this in the bankruptcy. If you remember back when he filed bankruptcy, he had that case going with the girl that said he'd do revenge porn. And he filed bankruptcy because of all these incidents that he was having coming up. So that way he doesn't have to pay anybody because he filed bankruptcy. Right? That's an old business trick where you file bankruptcy and nobody can sue you. Right? Because they come back from back then, they can say, oh, I'm bankrupt. I mean, even though we all know he's got plenty of money, but he filed bankruptcy in order to stop these lawsuits. So we're going to get into that, man. And then people want to say, oh, he's going to do Jay-Z next. Well, let him try it. If he tries to do a documentary on Jay-Z, will be his worst mistake ever in life. Because you don't have anything on paperwork for Jay-Z. So you're going to pretty much be going up there spewing conspiracy theories and allegations and speculations, and that's how you get yourself sued. So I don't expect 50 Cent to be doing those Jay-Z documentaries. I know all the Nicki fans and Jay-Z haters want to see it, but it's not going to happen unless 50 Cent wants to get sued for every dime that he has. Because if you're going to make a Jay-Z documentary like Diddy, you have to be going on a lot of stuff that's made up. You have no facts. So if you put together a documentary with no facts, you're looking to get sued. All right? And there's nothing on record. There's no lawsuits against Jay-Z that are active from any women who's going to sue him for assault or sue him for SA. None of those people have any credible proof. So if you're doing that, you're really taking a chance that somebody don't sue you for slander or defamation. So I don't expect 50 Cent to be doing no Jay-Z documentary no time soon. He's going to play around and post a picture up and play around to the crowd. But no Jay-Z doc is not on his menu as of right now. All right. So, everybody wanting to see a Jay-Z documentary is just like with mental illness for folks that just just for no reason, want to see Jay-Z go down. Where's your Trump documentary? Where's your Hugh Hefner documentary? No documentary about no white people, huh? 50 ain't going to put out no documentary about no white folks. Because he was put in that position to bring down other black people. He's not going to do anything against a white person. I can guarantee you. He won't do any, unless it's somebody like the Kardashians who white people don't like and consider blacks anyway. Unless it's somebody like the Kardashians or something like that, you're never going to see 50 Cent do a video or do a documentary about nobody white. Not the Abercrombie and Fitz guy, not Trump, not Trump's son. You're never going to see it. Not Steven Spielberg, not Tom Cruise. You're never going to see him do a documentary against those people. All right, so without further ado, let's get it popping, man. It's the Heaven Hollywood Experience. Let's go. I said, let's go.
Look, one way or another, we gon' get our family up about the gutter. Brother, you was out of pocket, no, I didn't stutter. I drop it back in the trap when investing in the streets, your treasures recover. In this world, you could only rep one or two things that come to the butter. Whoa, you only rep one or two things that the guns in the butter. Whoa, you only rep one or two things that the guns in the butter. I drop it back in the trap when investing in the streets, your treasures recover. In this world, you could only rep one or two things that come to the butter. Sleeping patterns kinda complicated, ain't no time for wasting with some entrepreneurs. I'm feeling like Scarface on top of the balcony, the wood is yours. Took some losses, I was down bad. Napoleon complex, I'm mad, about to put the game up in the clad bag. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Chicken dinners or you roll with the winner. Taking over for the summer. I double back for the winner. I be with the scammers and spinners. Innovators in the middleman. All my riders got a dental plan. None of my shooters got Instagrams. Bang, bang. Got some bridge headed out of bounds. Had to hop in the Renty to ride around. About to switch up the whisk cause they stalking now. Whispering body dropping on my side of town. Flick of finesse. Known to stay about the mess. Business is never personal. We can politic the rest. I got a plug and they made me a plug. All my moves on they need to know. Dabbing weed got me speaking slow. Bet you pay attention when we speaking up. You would drown, you gon' sink or you swim. In the field, we be getting it in. Type of pressure that took boys and the men. Fly got a family back at it again. Yeah. One way or another, we gon' get our family up about the gutter. Brother, you was out. I drop it back in the trap when investing in the future treasures of color.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, Heaven Hollywood. Heaven Hollywood Experience. Live. Funky Fresh and the Flesh and all those other good things that they used to say back in old school. It's your boy, Heaven Hollywood. Strong Island in the building. New York, stand up. It is December 10th. December 10th. What is it? 2025. 2025 is almost at its end. Flew by. We're almost in 2026. Time is flying. I hope y'all got your house in order. I don't know how much longer we're going to be here. We're in the last days, y'all. We've been in the last days for a while. And it really depends on what you believe in. You may believe that's real. You may not believe it's real. But at being a PK, could Diddy file bankruptcy? He can't file bankruptcy now, Darius, I don't believe, because the lawsuits have already taken place. And the bankruptcy will only cover the lawsuits that have not been filed yet. Now, I mean, that is a very interesting question. I know 50 Cent tried to go back and cover this new lawsuit with his bankruptcy. So I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure if once the lawsuits come in, you can file bankruptcy because it may only cover everything after you filed. Right? We'll have to see. That's a good question. I'm gonna find out. Well, I guess he could. You know why? Because Tasha K filed bankruptcy after Cardi B won the case. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm pretty sure after Cardi B won that case, Tasha K then filed bankruptcy. So Diddy probably could file bankruptcy, right? What's up? What's up? What's up? So we'll have to find out. I believe he could file bankruptcy now because, again, Tasha K filed bankruptcy after she had lost her case. She didn't file bankruptcy before the case. But after they said she owed Cardi $4 million, all of a sudden, oh, I'm bankrupt. I can't pay it. Right? So that would have to be, he would have to file a bankruptcy and be like, because of all of these because of all these attorney fees, I'm going bankrupt. If he was smart, he would do that right now. And then everybody that's going to file them lawsuits, they'll have not a leg to stand on because they'll be like, oh, sorry, you can't get any money because he's bankrupt. And he'll have to work out some sort of, if after it goes to court, right? The reason why I believe he has not yet filed bankruptcy is because he has not lost any of those lawsuits yet. Like those lawsuits are still ongoing, and a lot of them aren't even in discovery yet. Like, so mostly all of those lawsuits, they had to wait. So what I believe he's trying to do is just push them all off. He's going to see which ones he can get dismissed. The ones that don't get dismissed and they just go on until discovery, then pre-trial, all this other stuff. He's hoping by the time the trial comes up that he's out of jail by then, right? If the trial don't start to 2027, 2028, he's due to get out of jail in 2028. And if he completes these programs, even sooner than that. So that's why I believe he has not filed bankruptcy as of yet. That's just my speculation. All right. I want to tap in with MREC because there's a picture going around. Let me see something here. Let me see something here. So MREC TV, I'm using this copyright under the section 107 of the copyright law.
Now, I wasn't there, I don't know, but I'm just saying, when you see somebody say, I never saw nothing crazy going on, that sounds kind of suspect.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? This bruh man from the fifth floor, and you tuned in to Forgotten Kings TV.
Watch people who take up for Diddy.
Yeah.
And they all have skeletons that they don't want to talk about. When you see somebody who was at one of them Diddy parties say this, now I wasn't there, I don't know, but I'm just saying.
This is the thing. This is the thing that I hate about what this trial have done. People are still saying Diddy parties. One of those people we've seen at the Diddy parties. The ones that you've seen at the Diddy parties, those are public parties. That is not what y'all was saying before the trial. Now that you were saying freak-offs before the trial, now that you found out that freak-offs were not what y'all was saying, now you changed it to the Diddy parties. Well, I was at the Diddy parties. I didn't see nothing happen. See, you see how they try, now they're moving the goalposts because what they thought was going on was not happening. Right? The Diddy parties. Those Diddy parties were all public. So there's nothing going to be happening at a public party. All those parties with the pictures, but do you see any pictures of the freak-offs? No, because they were private. All of those pictures that are on the internet, there was obviously nothing going on at those parties because the pictures are on the internet. You can go find the pictures on the internet. Oh, those Diddy parties. What are you talking about? Y'all are changing it because you thought that y'all had something with them freak-offs. You thought that the freak-offs were all of the people in the industry, that the freak-offs was his girlfriend and a sex worker. That's what the freak-offs were. It wasn't those celebrity parties that you see pictures of. Those were regular parties. It's like so dumb. That's just common sense. If it was a secret, why would he allow pictures on a public forum if it was a secret? He would just take everybody's phone. You would just not be allowed with your phone in. If this is a private thing, you would not be allowed in with your phone. What's up, young Riaz? I can't stand when people say, oh, see those Diddy parties. Diddy's been throwing parties for, if you look up any party that Diddy's thrown, every single 50 Cent has been to a Diddy party. And for him saying, oh, they all got skeletons, 50 Cent got skeletons. As proven, every single person in celebrity, in that celebrity realm, got something that they did that they don't want people to know about. Every single last one of them. I'm gonna see the beginning when he brought up this thing about this picture.
Comments 18 hours ago after like I guess right away after Marlon posted this pic, and look how many likes it got. This is Tony Baker, the comedian, letting y'all know what I already told y'all yesterday, and some of y'all went against it. When it comes to this entertainment shit, this is something I do. I'm not a glazer. I fuck with comedy hard. I rock with hip hop hard. You know, that's my heart. But them comedians, this is what they do. This is what they live for. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get to all the layers. So Tony Baker says comedians are hard to defeat. And look up, damn near 30,000 likes in not even 24 hours. That means 30,000 people agrees with Tony Baker. And if you know, you know he's a comedian. Tony Baker is the comedian that does all the animal voiceovers, just in case you didn't know who he was, or if the name didn't ring a bell. Okay? Now, okay, we got that out the way. Let's go to 50 Cent page. 50 Cent definitely came back with the smoke. 50 came back with the smoke. You know he had to, because at that point, his back was against the wall because people was.
Hold on. I want to see whether this picture is real or not. I don't think this picture is real. Me personally, I don't think this picture is real.
I woke up the next day, it was girls all around me in the bed. Then the next day I woke up, it was Diddy. And my ass was sore, allegedly. Pause. So we don't know if 50 Cent got the little rod treatment, in that bathtub, allegedly. You know what I mean? People saying it's AI. Right? That's what they saying is AI. So now 50 was forced to respond. Let's go to 50 response on this spooky ass picture with Diddy in the tub. We're gonna call this the little rod private freak off treatment that Diddy does. That only little rod knows, and whoever got down with Diddy in that private freak off. That private freak off. The whole freak off shit is spooky, but that private freak off in the tub, that's different. Pause. I don't want nothing to do with none of that shit. So now 50 was forced to respond. 50 had to come with the smoke. And I'm taking calls after this. All right, so now 50 response was this. Diddy got this fool trying to get at me, laughing out loud. No AI. That's your vibe, boy. Keep my name out your mouth. Now, see, I like the way 50 kind of like laughed it off. You know what I'm saying? Because he had to respect it. He had to be like, oh, okay, that was a good one. But then also had to explain it, because had he not, it would have looked like, hold on, 50, you got some explaining to do. You going hard with this doc. You've been going hard at Diddy even before, Jane Doe, aka your BM, was in the Diddy freak offs with the Punisher and all that the Punisher and all the Avengers. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say that. Before your BM got caught up with the Avengers, Diddy and the Avengers, I guess Diddy was Thanos. You know what I'm saying? He was holding all the rings. Allegedly. We would.
Yeah, I don't think that picture's real. Like I said, the thing I hate, the thing that I hate about now is people using AI. Like, I can make up any picture with AI. They make AI people kiss nowadays. You know what I mean? So, I can make a video of me kissing Beyonce and be like, oh yeah, Beyonce gave me a kiss. Like, so AI to me isn't funny. Like all those pictures people put up of Jay-Z, AI picture, to me, AI isn't funny because it don't take no creativity to do that. Now, if you come up with a picture that ain't nobody ever seen, like what Pusha T did to Drake, everybody thought that was Photoshop because they had never seen that picture before. That's, to me, is when you win. Now, if he would have came with a picture that nobody ever seen of 50 and Diddy in a hot tub, that's something different. Like, oh, snap. So this nigga been doing all this talking and he got pictures of Diddy in a hot tub? But when it's AI, that you don't get no points for that. Because anybody can go and create a picture. You know what I mean? Anybody can create an AI picture nowadays. It don't take no personality or don't take no creativity to make no AI picture. But if you pop up with a picture that was rarely seen, like on the blog where G posted the picture of Diddy and he got 3 girls on their knees sucking him off. Nobody's seen that picture. Nobody, and it's a real picture because it's old looking. The only thing she did was block out the faces of the girls. So we yet to know what 3 girls that was on their knees sucking Diddy off. Because she said she didn't want to put the girls on blast. But when she posted that picture, everybody was like, whoa, wait a minute, who is that? What 3 girls is that? When Pusha T came with the video of Drake and blackface, hardly anyone had seen that picture. Everybody was like, oh, no, that's fake. That's fake. But it was real. And out of all the people, Meek Mill didn't bring that up. Meek Mill never showed it. Like when he was battling Drake, like nobody ever brought that picture up except Pusha T. So I guess that's what 50 put on Marlon. Then it was this picture. Right? So the balls. I feel sorry for you N-words who ain't me. Shit, I got this freak licking on my a-hole right now. Just thought I'd share that with you. Wow. So now, hold on. Let me see what he's saying about that.
He found that actual tweet. I want you, hey, all the Rex in here, y'all go find that tweet too. And I want y'all to find the video of DJ Academics exposing Mayweather and him telling about DJ. Find that video too.
Hold on.
DJ Academics the one that exposed all that shit with Diddy first.
Gotcha. But when you're saying DJ, who the hell is DJ? I'm trying to understand.
That's his baby mama. That's that Asian girl, that 50 baby mama.
Okay. Oh, Daphne Joy. Oh, DJ.
Yeah, they call her DJ. That's her nickname.
How that Lil Wayne song go? You know how I go. How the hook go for the Lil Wayne song?
He said, "Go DJ,
go DJ."
That's everybody DJ. And DJ a freak. She's a freak. But the thing is, let's stop playing. Let's stop making 50 like he's some good guy. He don't care about New York. He don't care about nothing. All he care about is Eminem and Dr. Dre and destroying hip hop. We got to stand up, not for Diddy, but for the real truth. We got to break it down like we know the truth, like we scientists and gods and stuff. We know that something ain't right with this man.
Correct. Now, I gotta ask you this though. Outside of everything, what's your name, good brother? Because
Oh, my name James.
James. Okay, James. What do they call you? James what? J.
But they call me Ether. Because I used to be a knockout artist.
So, and I said the same thing. I'm glad that there are some people, and yes, there's still going to be people who defend 50 Cent. People that don't like Diddy, Nicki Minaj fans who love 50 Cent because he loves Nicki Minaj, right? So they're going to defend 50 Cent. But let's keep it, if you're going to keep it a buck, you got to keep it a buck. 50 Cent is not a good guy. You're talking about a guy who disowns his own son, who hates his black baby mother, but put his non-black baby mother on a pedestal. Now, usually, if this was any other black man, black women would not be defending him. But you see a lot of black women defending 50 Cent. But when this was Michael B. Jordan, all the black women turned against Michael B. Jordan. Oh, he don't like black women. How long did they have that about A$AP Rocky until he started dating Rihanna? A$AP Rocky's a colorist. They said that about A$AP Rocky for years. And they didn't like A$AP Rocky. Now that he's dating Rihanna, if you don't look at me the way A$AP looks at Rihanna, I don't want you. Now all of a sudden they cool with A$AP Rocky. When all these years they were calling him a colorist. Well, 50 Cent, ever since he left Sierra for Chelsea Handler, all his exes, he has something to talk about. He has something to say about them. But he never has nothing to say about Chelsea Handler. Daphne Joy was his baby mother. He put her on a pedestal. You saw all the pictures. He put her on a pedestal. His black son, who looks just like him, he don't care nothing about him or his mother. Y'all said y'all hate, a lot of people say, oh, I don't like Diddy because he's a woman beater. Well, 50 Cent has also been accused of being a woman beater. Just because you don't see the video, just because 50 Cent ain't on video beating up his girlfriend, that don't mean he didn't do it. Because there's been 3 different women who's come out and said, now 4. What's up? What's up, Mimi? Now 4. There's been 4 different women now that has come out and accused 50 Cent of putting hands on them. But for some reason, I don't see nobody talking about that. They want to just forget about that because they just want to concentrate on Diddy, Jay-Z, all the people they so-called don't like. They don't want to put no premise on 50 Cent. No premise on 50 Cent whatsoever. When he's been accused, if y'all don't forget, what's her name? Marie, Marie accused him of revenge P. You got his first baby mother accused him of assault. His second baby mother accused him of assault. He settled in court out with her and plead down to a lesser charge. So we all say, oh, when they plead, they're guilty, right? So why did he plead to a lesser charge and then settled out of court? But nobody talks about that. Nobody wants to talk about 50 Cent. Now, Ja Rule is putting it out there. There's another lawsuit as of February 2025. Another woman who's suing 50 Cent for assault. And Ja Rule put it out there. But what does people focus on? Oh, Ja Rule, you just mad because 50 beat you in a battle. So never mind what he's putting out there about 50 Cent. But Ja Rule is mad that 50 Cent beat him in a battle, but 50 Cent ain't mad that Diddy beat him and everything, including his woman. 50 Cent don't care nothing about victims. For y'all think, oh, he's doing it because of the victim. If he's doing it because of the victims, where's your Trump documentary? What about all those victims? Where's your Epstein doc? What about all those victims? There's been 20 Diddy documentaries. You still doing another Diddy documentary. Where's your Hugh Hefner doc? Where's your documentary about all the women Hugh Hefner hurt? Where's your documentary about all the women Donald Trump has hurt and been accused of graping. Where's your Donald Trump documentary, 50? Since we care about the victims. They give 50 a pass because, number one, he's got a lot of white people on his side because of Eminem. Then he's got Nicki Minaj's fan base on his side because of Nicki Minaj. So you got the white fan base, the whole entire Eminem fan base is on his side. He's got Nicki Minaj's fan base on his side. Then you got these youngsters who just know him from Power and don't really listen to his music. Know him from giving you Power and BMF, so they're going to be on his side. Oh, 50 gave us Power. All that other stuff ain't true. That's why he gets a pass. And these women who claim they dislike A$AP Rocky for being a colorist, who claim they dislike Chris Brown because he's a colorist, and they dislike Chris Brown because he's a woman beater. 50 Cent has been accused by 4 different women of abusing her, of abusing them. But yet and still, everybody only wants to talk about Diddy. Diddy's already locked up. He's locked up doing his time. Why is 50 Cent still putting out documentaries on Diddy when he's already locked up? He's not caring about the victim. Nothing that he puts in this documentary is going to help the victims. They've already all came out. There's over 100 civil lawsuits. So the victims have already came out. So you can't be saying you're doing it for the victims because they've already spoken out. They got lawsuits against them. $50 Cent's first baby mother accused him of burning down their house with their son in it. He's already made it known that he don't like his son. We've already seen that. He's already made it known that he don't like his third son. The son that looks just like him. Jay-Z's got nothing to do with it. What Jay-Z has to do with is all of the Nicki Minaj fans and all of the people who hate Jay-Z. It's mostly Bobs. If you go on Twitter, they're all saying, do Jay-Z next. And he's always been jealous of Jay-Z from day one. Diddy and Jay-Z has been the people that he's been jealous of from day one. Jay-Z has never really liked 50 Cent. So 50 Cent has always been jealous of Diddy and Jay-Z. So you see now whenever that thing went down with Diddy, he tried to drag Jay into it. That's what Jay-Z has to do with it. So now one of the Bobs made an AI picture of Jay-Z and sent it to 50 Cent, and 50 Cent posted it. The picture with the real big lips. And 50 Cent was like, oh, don't send me no more of these. I'm not going to post them. And he posted the picture. And everybody, oh, I just got one question. Is he next? You know? So, can you blame him? Can you blame who? On Jay-Z for not liking 50 Cent? Does Jay-Z show the answer that 50's doing? Well, again, the only way Jay-Z's going to see him, I'm sure he has people on social media that's like, yo, 50 Cent posted this picture of you. It went viral. So I'm sure if Jay-Z is anywhere on Google or something like that, it's going to come up. or somebody that's on the internet, Memphis Bleak, somebody will probably tell him, you know, what 50 Cent posted. But Jay-Z has always been, I'm not responding to people on the internet. If you notice, the only time you ever hear him respond, remember, Kanye West called his kids retarded on Twitter and he didn't respond. So I'm sure Mama Tina, she stays on the internet. So I'm sure Mama Tina saw it. Just like she saw all the stuff with all the Bob stuff. So I'm sure she's seen it. And she probably says something. That's why Beyonce was making those shade remarks in her Cowboy Carter exit. She was talking to people, but he did send a cease and desist. Who? Jay-Z? Jay-Z didn't send a cease and desist to 50 Cent, not that I know of. He sent a cease and desist to Piers Morgan when Piers Morgan was on YouTube. Piers Morgan is like a TV show, though, that's got millions of people watching. But he never sent one, nor to Kanye. I didn't see it. I didn't see him send a cease and desist to Kanye. I never heard nothing about that. I never heard anything about that. You know? Nobody reported that he sent the cease and desist to Kanye. I don't believe he did. You know, if anything, if Jay-Z, if anything, had his lawyer call Kanye's lawyer and said, you better stop mentioning Jay-Z and stop saying that his kids have a disability or else you're going to be sued. Or Jay-Z may have personally gave him a phone call and said, look, you better stop talking about my kids. Because remember, when Jay-Z was on the TV interview before, he clearly said, me and Kanye could have worked out our differences a long time ago. If he was just talking about me, that's little brother, big brother stuff. We could have worked through that. But the moment he mentioned my family, that was it. So even with him calling Jay-Z this, saying that about Jay-Z, saying, oh, Jay-Z, I know you got killers, this, that, another. Jay-Z said on an interview after that stuff happened, he said, me and Kanye are always fighting. We could eventually work it out. But when he mentioned my wife and mentioned his kids, that was it. Now, I don't know. I don't think he sent him a cease and desist. I think he probably had his lawyers call Kanye's lawyers. Or if he did send it, nobody reported it. So again, maybe he did. Maybe he sent him one. But nobody ever reported that. And Kanye didn't come out and say that either. He just said, I'm apologizing to Jay's kids because he said something. I forgot what he said, the reason why he was apologizing. But he didn't say because they sent me a cease and desist. So I shouldn't say he didn't send it. I'm just saying I don't know. No. You not saying you're wrong, Mimi. You could very well be right. That may be the reason why he apologized. I'm just saying it never got reported. Like he didn't say, I'm apologizing because they sent me a cease and desist, and nobody reported that he sent a cease and desist. I'm sure a lot of people speculated, oh, Kanye apologized because Jay sent him a cease and desist. I'm sure he probably thought that, or a lot of people thinking that, but it has not been reported that, so I don't know. But as far as all this stuff that 50 Cent is doing, if it comes across Piers Morgan or something like that, Jay-Z's lawyers will be sending 50 Cent. And Piers Morgan says again, and they'll probably be sending 50 Cent lawsuit. So that's why when people saying, oh, is Jay-Z next? Jay-Z should be next. 50 Cent will be maybe making the worst mistake of his life if he ever tried to do a Jay-Z doc. Because if you do a Jay-Z doc, you're pretty much just going on speculation and conspiracy theory. That's what you're pretty much going to be going on. Conspiracy theory and speculation. Hold on a minute. Hold on. But this whole thing with Marlon Wayans, Marlon Wayans is a comedian. So 50 Cent got the right one if he wants to mess with Marlon Wayans, because this is what comedians do, just like Emrek said. Now, 50, look at this tweet that they found from 2009 or 2010, where he says, I feel sorry for you N-words who ain't me. I got this freak licking on my a-hole right now. Just thought I'd share that with you. Now, listen. I don't like to judge anybody's freakiness or tell anybody whatever. But all I know is this. If you like for a woman to lick your a-hole, if you have no problem with a woman licking your a-hole, then that means you don't have a problem with her putting a tongue up there or putting a finger up there. And if you don't have a problem with a woman putting a finger in your a-hole, then you ain't got a problem with a nigga putting his finger in your a-hole. That's the way I look at it. Because let's just say you were in the room with a female and all the lights are out and she's licking your a-hole, right? And she say, hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then she goes to the bathroom and then she sends in Saucy Santana. And then he finishes where she left. The nigga ain't gonna know the difference. He ain't gonna know the difference. Because if he enjoys a tongue in his butt, he's not gonna know the difference. It's still gonna be the same sensation. Right? So 50 Cent can say, oh, now let this have been Drake. Right? Let this have been Drake that said this, that posted this. Can you imagine what they would have been saying about Drake? If Drake posted this, or if Jay-Z posted this, right? Let's finish up and hit what else he said here.
Okay, Ether. When you say knockout, you got hands, you box.
Yeah, I used to knock. I just knocked somebody out a couple weeks ago. This white man he spit on me, knocked his ass out. It's on man. My criminal record. Oh, y'all can go look up the charges, everything. I beat all that. I knocked his ass to back to slavery.
Damn.
Shout out to that white man.
Shout out to that white man. Still
right at the 7-Eleven on Forest Hill Avenue.
Still sleep at the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I hit him so hard. He was on the back of his heels and he hit his head like 3 times, like a basketball when he fell. Then I went right up to him and smacked the shit out of him.
Damn, it's crazy. But look, Ether.
Yeah, but anyways, let's get back to that tweet. Talk about that tweet, Rec.
It's on the screen. First of all, let me read it. On the screen. You've been crashing out for the last.
I ain't even looking at it. I just want them to look at that for a minute and then talk about Diddy. Look, talk about 50, y'all. Don't talk about Diddy. And then when y'all talk about Diddy, talk about Dr. Dre.
Definitely.
Talk about him.
This is what we gonna
talk about that Lifetime thing where he woke up out of nowhere and just started beating Missy LA like he was Mayweather for no reason.
This is what I gotta do.
How you wake up out your sleep out of nowhere and just start up?
And that is another thing that I agree with. 50 Cent's main guy is Dr. Dre. How many assault charges, gay accusations did they put on Dr. Dre? How many women has Dr. Dre beat up? Remember he beat up the video girl? Her life ain't been the same since. D. Barnes. He beat on D. Barnes. You know what? I need to, because I have to end this show soon, I need to talk about this. Hold on a second. I need to talk about this. Who saw this? This is blowing up on TikTok. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. What's TikTok? Is TikTok TIK? Yeah. Wait a minute. What is TikTok? Is TikTok TICK or TIK? What the hell is TikTok, y'all? How come I can't? What is it? Is it TICK or okay? TIKTOK? Okay, thank you. Oh no. So check this out, y'all. This is going viral. And this is what I mean by you got to watch who you talk to on the internet. Did y'all see the story about this person on TikTok named The Villain You Made? The Villain You Made. Have y'all heard this story about The Villain You Made? Black lady. So let me tell you, she went viral because there was some MAGA racist dude in her comments. This woman drove 3 hours to approach this dude. 3 hours. Look at this.
Oh, I think this is the right building. I think this is his car. All right. Let's see how this goes.
She said, let's see how this goes.
Hello. I'm looking for a mic. Does a mic work here?
Yeah.
Can I speak to him?
Sure. What's this about?
Are you Mike?
Yeah.
Can I step inside? It's cold.
Sure.
Thank you. How you doing? Nice to
She said, can I come inside? It's
A
cold.
couple days ago, you left a comment under somebody's comment section. Do you remember that by any chance?
Not really.
A Black woman is under police investigation after driving 3 hours to confront a man who left a discriminatory comment online. Authorities say the woman located the commenter, identified as Mike, and went to his home to demand an in-person apology. According to the police report, the incident began when the woman saw an offensive message posted by a white man under her social media content. She later obtained Mike's home address through an unknown method. She then drove 3 hours to his residence, knocked on his door, and told him he must read a written apology she had prepared.
Hold on. I want to find the real video because that's not true. She did not go to his home. She went to his job. She went to his job. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to find the real video. She drove 3 hours to this dude's job. Okay? Hold on here. Let me try to find the exact video. And somebody said she's very lucky because if she would have pulled up on me, shit, this would be a totally different story. This would have been a totally different story. So what happened is the guy made a comment. The guy made a comment about her under her right underneath her comments. It was a racist comment. She drove 3 hours to this dude's spot. And what she said was she said she had him read an apology that she created. to the man, if you don't apologize, I'm going to show your wife your private Grindr account. She had this man apologize to her, read the apology and everything. This woman is crazy. And like they said, it very easily could have went left. Let me try to find the actual video. Let's see. Here it is. Here it is right here. This is crazy. If it had been me, yeah, this would have ended different. I would have shot. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. You show up on my doorstep and I don't know who you are, yeah, it would have ended way different.
From TikTok that drove 3 hours to confront a commenter that made some derogatory comments in her.
Let's go to the video.
There's somebody, yeah, under somebody's comment section. Do you remember that by any chance? It was regarding Tennessee District 7. Yeah, well, John, you don't know me, I don't know you, but I was that person that you commented under. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Crazy world. But I just wanted you to know, you see how easy I found you? It's not cool, right? No. Yeah, so
he said
I'm
no.
gonna give you the opportunity and apologize, or I'm gonna show your wife the Grindr account I found. How do you feel about that? Right. It's crazy world out here. So I did make this apology. In case, you don't have to. I understand it's hard, but all you have to do is read this nice little apology I wrote.
Mike. Do apologize for my
Y'all, if this is true,
savage.
This is bananas. Now she done went private on her account or whatnot. So I mean, I don't even know. We can't even see the videos that she was making before unless you were already a follower. But that's scary. I don't give a shit what y'all say. It's funny, but it's scary.
Now, listen. If this white man had a popped her, I'm sorry to say, I would not have felt any way about it. Because, yeah, even though you taught him a lesson that, okay, maybe the next time, maybe you won't be so lucky. I'm going to show your wife the Grindr account. If she had showed up and then he's like, my wife already knows about the Grindr account, mother effer. Now, click. You come in my door, I'm giving you 5 seconds to get off my property. Now, I can't imagine that she drove there and she wasn't strapped. I can't imagine. And even though, yeah, I hate people commenting on the comment sections, and I am happy that I'm happy that she did pull up on him. However, you got to remember something. That could have went left very quickly. Very quickly. You know what I'm saying? And if he would have popped her, I would not have felt no way about it. Because you're a strange woman and you came onto my job and I've never seen you before. You came to my job? where you are risking my livelihood? Oh, no. So, y'all can let me know what you know about that. I got to get up out of here. You know, later on, I'll do a show. It'll be much more structured. But I just wanted to talk on that whole 50 Cent stuff, and people are now starting to come out with stuff about him. And I hope he starts getting some backlash for what he did. He needs people to start going against him now, right? But y'all can let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. There's been another installment of the Heaven Hollywood Experience. I'll catch y'all in the next one.